So this week's responding to your comments is all about dandruff. Ashley Phoenix commented, "I've just scratched a mountain of dandruff onto my desk. Please, Abraham, make a video on how to get rid of dandruff." Well, your wish is my command. Hit that like button if you're fired up for this, and let's go. So let's dive straight into tip number 1. What is the best shampoo for dandruff? Well, it's actually really simple when you think about it. So dandruff is caused by a fungus on our scalp. So all we really need is a good antifungal shampoo. And there's 2 options for that. So let's begin with option 1. This is my go-to shampoo that I prescribe for most of my patients. It's called Ketoconazole shampoo. It works really well at killing that fungus and helping with the dandruff. And best of all, you can also buy it over the counter. And diving straight into option 2, if Ketoconazole shampoo just isn't for you, you can also try selenium shampoo. This also has antifungal properties, but make sure to watch to the very end because there are many other shampoos that I'm going to discuss in this video. Moving swiftly on to tip number 2, using anti-dandruff shampoo properly. Look, if you're using one of the antifungal shampoos that we've just spoke about, using it properly can be a game changer in how effective it is. So here's what you need to do. First of all, when you're in the shower, you need to lather it in nicely so we can get loads of foam, and rub it in nicely into the scalp so it covers all of the scalp, and then leave it in for at least 5 minutes before you wash it off. This is going to give it time to work, because if you don't do this, it's not going to be effective. Now, before we move on to the next tip, if you're enjoying this information, show some love right now and click that like button and leave me a comment. Also, if you know someone that will find this information useful, share it to them right now, because I'm sure they'll appreciate that you're thinking of them. And diving straight on to tip number 3, we all know that person that always recommends you to use a scalp oil because they claim that it's going to help with the dandruff. But you see, here's the thing. You need to avoid those scalp oils because the fungus, it absolutely loves it and they go crazy on it, and it's going to make the dandruff worse, it's going to make the itching worse, so stay away. And moving swiftly on to tip number 4, what does fungus like? Well, it likes dark, moist and warm environments. So sunlight is our friend. So here's what you need to do. You need to spend more time outside to help kill off the fungus and help with the dandruff. Obviously, please don't forget, always wear a sunscreen, minimum SPF 30 or higher whenever you go out in the sun. So let's talk about other anti-dandruff shampoo in tip number 5, okay? You may have heard of coal tar shampoos. These are really good at reducing skin cell turnover, which is particularly useful for patients who have psoriasis of the scalp. And you may have also heard of salicylic acid. This is sometimes found in shampoos. Again, it has no antifungal properties, but it's very good at peeling away the top layer of the scalp, which is going to help with those dandruff symptoms. And diving straight into tip number 6, my top tip for when you're using the anti-dandruff shampoos that I've spoke about in this video. Look, if you're going to be using those shampoos every single day, you might start to notice that the effects start to wear off after some time. So here's what you're going to do. Once your dandruff is under control, you are going to start alternating between your anti-dandruff shampoo and your normal shampoo, okay? And then you can start tapering that dose down, so you don't have to use your anti-dandruff shampoo every single day. You can use it every 2 days, every 3 days, every 4 days, whatever then works for you. This is going to mean that it continues to work, but always do speak to your healthcare professional before using any of these anti-dandruff shampoos, can't speak, so they can make sure you're safe and suitable to use. That's the most important thing. I really hope my tips help. Always remember you're awesome, and I will see you next week.